Hey, what's going on, everyone? My name is Barely, and have you ever kind of been lurking around YouTube and checked out Harris's videos or Nutty's or whoever else you might watch and just kind of feel overwhelmed because they do talk about big things with big prices and things that you just aren't able to do yet? So I thought I'd make a video to show you guys the smaller things you can do that cost $0 to improve your streams kind of behind the scenes. So if you are an experienced streamer that's been streaming for a few months now, maybe even close to a year or more, this video might not be for you, but again, you can stick around, see if there's something that you just never thought of before. These are the smaller things for smaller streamers. So let's check it out. So let's start out with the easy one first. Go watch some other smaller streamers and see what stands out to you. Right now, go to Twitch, go to the browse section in your recommendeds, find somebody small. And if nothing is piquing your interest, go to the next streamer and then keep going through these smaller streamers until you find someone that's doing something that you're like, whoa, that's different, that's unique, I love the color scheme. What do you like to watch? What pleases you? What makes you feel comfortable and tell yourself that, yeah, I want to stay here? So the first thing to do, I would say, is check out the streamers and what pops out to you, and maybe you can implement it in your own special way. And of course, you can check out bigger streamers too. You can get loads of inspiration from people that are more experienced. You can get great ideas, but the reason why I say check out smaller streamers because I don't want anyone to get discouraged when they head over to someone that has 1,000 viewers and they have the craziest ideas when it comes to lighting, but they're able to afford 1,600 lights above their ceiling or something like that. So usually for this advice, I say stick to the smaller streamers. And yes, if you're wondering, I am a smaller streamer, so if you want to get inspiration from me by any chance and want to see what I'm doing, twitch.tv/barely. Link will be definitely in the description down below. Moving on to number 2, have a continuous theme that makes sense. Your intermission screen should have the same theme as your gameplay scene. Your gameplay scene should have the same theme as your BRB screen, your starting screen, or your ending soon screen. Remember, there's pretty much 2 goals to Twitch. One is to entertain, and the second is to make people feel comfortable so they want to stay for your entertainment. If your game screen is like green themed with flowers, and then your intermission screen is like dark red with badass lightning, people might get thrown off by this. And sure, it might not be that big of a deal, but if you are a small streamer, you're trying to get every single viewer, every single person counts. And there might be someone out there that goes, that's a little weird, that offset me a little bit, let's find a different streamer. And the goal is not to let that happen. So make sure all your scenes are running a similar theme, but also make sure your theme makes sense for what you do. Imagine if I had this really dark red theme. I kind of look like more of a FPS type of streamer. And what if someone came in and found this and I told them that I streamed Animal Crossing 7 days a week? There's technically nothing wrong with it. You can totally do that, but I feel like that's going to be throwing your audience a curveball, and someone, maybe just 1 out of 10 people might leave. But when you are a small streamer, every single person counts, so try not to do this. So now for number 3, have a purposeful background. Try to do anything with your background that gives it life. I think having a good background is super underrated. I have some fun drawings here on the background on a whiteboard. I'm telling you that you're cute and also be kind. I always have that up on my board when I'm streaming. If I miss one of your channel points and I don't get to redeem one of your channel points, I keep your name on the board, and people love that because they get to see their name on the board on stream. So it's kind of like these guys are getting shout outs every single stream. So I think the whiteboard is a great idea, by the way, just as a bonus tip. I gotten such a positive feedback off of lurking on somebody in the community. So if you have 2 monitors, you can try to set up your monitor in a way like I do, keeping it a little bit in your shot. Not only that you're lurking on somebody in your community, so it shows everyone else that you value your community and you want to support everybody in your community. So they're going to want to support you just as much back. So that's the first thing that it does, which is great. The second thing that it does, people are going to ask about this. I've had so many people ask, like, who's streaming behind you? Oh, I love that game. Who is that? And I can send my audience to them in hopes that they can also send their audience back to me, and it's worked out for me a lot. So if you can do something like this, please try to do that. And another thing about the monitors as well, it kind of can give off your personality. For example, this is showing my YouTube, and if I don't even have it open, it's showing a Widow's Wine bottle from Call of Duty, and as you can see here as well, you guys already know that I play Call of Duty, zombies in particular. You guys also know that I have a Discord. You might want to do command Discord in my chat now because you saw this. This gives your brand new audience member that just came in so much background on who you are. Even if you can't do these things with the monitors, do them with pictures. Put up your favorite TV shows on posters in the background or something like that. So whiteboard, great idea. Monitors, great idea. Have you guys noticed something that changed since our second point that we were talking about? I feel like things just got way less interesting. This scene is really dull, and you guys can probably tell what it is. It's quite obvious. I've changed my shirt, but there's another thing that might not be too obvious. I no longer have a blanket on my bed. Now you're probably wondering, okay, what? Why does this matter? But my black desk is kind of blending in with my black mic, from my black clothes, my black hat, my black chair to my black bed. This scene just became really, really dull. Nothing separating me from the background. How am I being separated from the background right now? I look very boring and very flat. All right, now we're back to normal, and look at the difference. You can now separate me from the background, and it's way less dull, it's way less flat. You are gonna pop out more to your audience. People are gonna be more focused on you rather than black on black on black on black, which kind of made you fade away. So this became the center of attention. That is something you don't want to do. Make sure your background has purpose. All right, now number 4. So have you seen these things before? These are magical. You can pick them up from the dollar store, Dollar Tree, or whatever dollar store that you have in your area. And you guessed it, they are hangers that go on your door so you can hang up your clothes. A lot of people ask me, why do I have so much echo, or how can I get rid of my echo in my room? Simply hanging your clothes on your door can dampen your echo a lot. And even if you have a roommate down the hallway, or your siblings or your parents down the hallway, and you want to come off a little bit less loud to them, this will also dampen sound. You can get the double-sided tape version of these, stick it to your wall, and take everything out of your closet. Leave your closet for storage or everything. Hang your clothes on your walls. It might sound ridiculous, but it's gonna sound dampen and echo dampen your room like crazy. You do not need to go and get thousands of dollars of soundproofing if you don't have to. I have some on my door, as you can tell, and some on my wall, and I was lucky enough to get that because my roommate had extra, but they're actually quite cheap and pretty thin, so even for me, putting the extra bunny hugs, and we call hoodies bunny hugs in Canada, hello, putting my bunny hugs and my house coat on the door, I can already tell that it helps with dampening the sound outside in the hallway, so my roommate gets less bothered and helps me with echo. Alright, now for number 5. This is super underrated, but be loud. Understand that some people might not be able to be loud because they have people sleeping around them. Whether you have your own kids, other siblings or roommates or parents that are sleeping, I get it, some people can just not be loud. Or your personality is super shy, and that I understand as well. But trust me, be as loud as you can without being annoying and obnoxious, of course. Do a couple of test streams where you are testing the balance of your loudness and see how it goes for you until you find that proper line and not being too loud but not being too quiet. I come into like a lot of Twitch streams and they're just kind of like, hey man, thank you for the follow, bro. Like, that's pretty, thank you, man. Like, I do really appreciate it, man. Like, anyways, guys, that's enough for number 5. Let's go on to number 6. Are you guys bored right now? Because I literally just became bored right there. But if I'm like, yo, guys, let's go to number 6 right now. Let's get to it. Like, let's go. The main goal is for you to entertain your audience. If you are louder, you're giving a lot more energy off. The more energy you give off, usually the more positive energy you give off as well, the more hype and fun your streams are going to seem. If you're loud and seem exciting to someone else, they're going to be excited to be there. And if you're up and at 'em, loud, energetic, giving all of this beautiful energy off, people are going to notice and they're going to be entertained. Be loud, be excited, show energy, and you will become entertaining. And now just for a final bonus, a little bit of a wrap up here. At the end of the day, always be yourself, of course. If being loud isn't you, then don't do it. If the echo in your microphone adds to the theme of whatever you're trying to accomplish, don't try to dampen it. If you want to be known to be the most independent person in the world, then don't check anyone else's streams. If you want to be known for the darkest, edgiest person on Twitch and you want everything to be black, then keep everything black. Don't have contrast in your background. Remember to stay true to you and who you are. People should be following you for you. Meow. Meow. This is why I lock you out for the YouTube videos. Yeah. Meow. Yeah. But if none of these points inflict with who you are, I definitely suggest to try and implement all of these into your own streams. So that's everything, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Once again, my name is Barely. This is actually my first YouTube video, official YouTube video for this channel, so welcome. If you're wanting more tips and tricks from me, small ideas for smaller streamers, come back soon. Make sure you subscribe, hit the bell so you're notified when I do my next small ideas for small streamers video. I stream 5 days a week on my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/barely. It'll be in the description down below, of course. I play loads of Minecraft, Apex Legends, BO2, BO1, World of War Zombies as well. And I am pretty excited for Cold War to be coming out. But I also play like Fall Guys and like Civilization 5. I'm definitely a variety streamer, and now I'm on YouTube. So I hope you guys enjoyed yourselves, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace out. Love y'all. Bye. Woo! Okay.
Boys,
Hit me! Too high! You scared me!
Let's go, baby! Let's go, baby! Let's go, baby! A squee! A squee!